everybody, welcome back to another video. I know I'm really late to this, but LEGO released the first Ninjago Dragons Rising Part 2 teaser. So let's go and look at this. This first shot is just of the sunset or sunrise over the crossroads, which looks very, very, very cool. But I mean, there's nothing really to it, nothing to really dissect from it. That's just the image it is. And as you can see, I'm not really analyzing the full trailer, just analyzing each screenshot that I was able to get. But yeah, this first one, nothing really to dissect here, just a cool shot of the crossroads. This next shot is the complete opposite. It has a lot to unpack here. It seems there's just this giant hole in a wall or in a tree or something. And you can see on the inside there is the temple of the dragon energy cores, which is just so crazy to see that. It looks very, very cool. Very accurate to the design that we got in the set. But there's also more to dissect here. On each dragon, there is a character. So I think that top left lightning dragon is Nia. That bottom sort of like more different color blue dragon is Aaron and Lloyd, if you can tell there. And then that other one that has like the more golden wings and it's a more interesting cyan blue, that looks like it is Sora in my opinion. And then we can see the heat wave transforming lava dragon there, so that is more than likely Wildfire's dragon. And then at the top right, there's the ice dragon, which will more than likely be Zane. And then if you look down at the very bottom, maybe I can zoom in, you can actually, I think you can see Kai already at the temple. So yeah, a lot to dissect from this, but this is a really cool shot. This next shot is very interesting as well. We have Aaron, Sora, and Wildfire in front of a pretty big door, which we can only guess is probably the door to the temple of the dragon energy cores. But one cool thing that we see here is that Aaron finally has his armor. He has that cool stuff around his neck, which is really awesome. And then new pants instead of his old jeans. He's got something to go along with his cool suit there, which is super, super awesome. I love the way that looks. But this is very interesting. As you can see, there is a message in Ninjago writing on each side of the door. And it's the same message on both sides. And you may think it spell out like dragon or temple or something like that. But when you go and translate it, this is what I got. I don't know if I'm just really bad at translating, but going from the bottom of the door to the top of the door, I got BG 1T 5P KLN. Let me repeat that. BG 1T 5P KLN. I don't know if maybe that's a code for them to get in the door. I don't know. I have no idea what that means, but it's nothing that my brain can comprehend. So that's very interesting. But yeah, this is a pretty cool shot. This next shot is very interesting and very random. We have a Mirai guard from Ninjago Seabound, which is super, super interesting. And it seems he's on some buildings that look like they're from the crossroads. That's for sure. And we've seen Mirai guards in the around the crossroads while Aaron and Sora were talking. We've seen that before. This isn't new. But this guy's very interesting because he's got armor on his shoulders. I think that's pretty normal, but first of all, he already has like this solo shot of himself running, which is pretty crazy. And then if you move on to the next shot, he is running down, he is sliding down a rope, and you can see that there's something not right with him. There's something like this red glowing thing on the top of his head. So we can see that this guy is going to be a new, interesting character. I don't really know what's going on with that, but he's got a sword, some interesting glowing stuff on the top of his head, and he's a Mirai guard. Very interesting. Can't wait to see what they do with that. Next, we have a shot of Kai and Wildfire, like, evading different traps, which is very interesting. This one, it seems that in the shot, Kai boosts up Wildfire while he falls down into whatever pit he's about to fall down into. So that's pretty interesting. But yeah, so he boosts Wildfire up. It's nothing crazy. just Kai and Wildfire and some deadly traps. Very interesting. This is a big shot right here. This is a big one. This is a very, very big one. This is Cole. This is Cole, which is very, very, very crazy. We can see that he is, he's not who he used to be. He's got this big, he's just this big, giant stone monster looking thing with like a horn on the top of his head. He looks like molten lava, but like just at the same time, I'm pretty sure it's just him powering up. But I don't know what my question is like, if this is Cole, I'm very much think it is Cole, but if it's not, that's pretty crazy too. But if this is Cole, is this just something he chose to do? Or is this something irreversible that he can't undo? It's very interesting, and I have a lot of questions about it. I can't wait to see what's going on, but I will say that it looks a lot like the Samurai X mech from Ninjago Crystallized. From the two things on the shoulders to the horn on the top, it just looks a lot like that, I must say. So there's just a lot of interesting details here. Can't wait to see what they do with this. Next, we have a shot of Kai and Wildfire again going down into this cave-looking thing, which from the blue flowers and everything, I think it kind of looks like the 3 mountains that Lloyd, Aaron, and Sora went to reunite Ryu with his family. I feel like that looks like the same terrain, so that might be where they are. I don't know. This may be just where they found the Temple of the Dragon Energy Cores. I don't know. There's obviously no way to tell, but it seems they're going down quite quickly into a cave here. And this here just looks like a continued shot of the last one with Kai running down and then Wildfire in front of him, them going down into whatever cave this is. Here we have another pretty big one. It is Kai and Wildfire once again, but Kai's holding on to something and then he's holding on to Wildfire, and Wildfire's trying to reach this very interesting item here, which looks like one of the Dragon Energy Cores, which they look really, really cool in the show. I love the way these look in the show. Looks really awesome, super detailed, really bright, but very interesting. This thing looks very interesting in the show. Yeah, they do look like they're in the same cave that they were in the last 2 shots, but this is very interesting to see. This next screenshot is a very crazy screenshot. We can see Sora flipping and fighting a new character that has a black robe with some white detailing on it, with these sort of light blue looking hands, and he's actually flying as well. And then his face, it looks like sort of like a skull on top of like a face, like kind of like a skull mask maybe, with these light blue eyes. And that skull mask actually looks like some other masks we've seen, but I'll show you that in the next thing. But overall, this new character is very, very crazy. It is crazy to see that he can fly, and we see him in some other shots, so let's get into those as well. This shot is very crazy. We can see this new character up close, to which I will now tell you that his face print looks like the face prints for both the Bone King from the most recent Ninjago Core wave, and then also the Ninjago Legacy Gultar figure. It looks like both of those. Specifically Gultar, the face print is very, very, very similar. It is very similar to both, but especially Gultar, which I think is very, very interesting. I don't know if that's strictly just because they thought it looked cool, or there might be, you know, something behind that, but I don't know. And then we can see Nia doing Spinjitzu behind him there. Then we can see him absolutely destroy Nia right here, and he actually like hits her out of her Spinjitzu. So this guy is very, very powerful. In this final shot, we see another really crazy thing, a new Jin. This is crazy, guys. A new Jin. He's got this like dark, like gray robe on. It looks like he has red skin and a white hair. Oh, and he seems to have this new elemental power, which kind of looks like lightning, but I don't know. It's so hard to tell, but this is also really crazy. A new Jin. There are so many things to be excited for, so many things to be confused by in Ninjago Dragons Rising Part 2. And the final shot of the teaser is the Source Dragon from Imperium shooting fire out. But we actually saw this in Dragons Rising Part 1, so I think this is they're strictly using this clip again to say that we will be expanding on what you've already seen, and that crazy Lloyd flashback thing he went through, they will be expanding on that. So overall, this final screenshot, we've seen it before, but it is really cool to see. Alright guys, that is the Ninjago Dragons Rising Part 2 teaser. It is really crazy. So many new things we are about to see in this Part 2. It's crazy. It's gonna be so crazy. I'm sorry for not uploading for a while. Just school. I don't like it. But anyway guys, that is just gonna be about it for this video. So I hope y'all have an absolutely amazing rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video or stream. Have a good one, everybody. Bye.